Hi, this is the How Would You Handle This situation for our chapter on successful employee communication. In this situation, you are the human resources manager and you have a meeting scheduled in a few minutes with Adeline. And what you learn from Adeline is she met with one of her employees, and this employee complained of Alan belittling and withholding information from the employees. And Adeline ultimately is coming to you looking for some advice on how she can advise her employees. Although these are not her direct reports, as you could tell, the complaint is coming up and skipping one of the management levels since the complaint ultimately is about him. So she's coming to you for advice and wondering what she should do. And the first thing I would recommend in this situation is to ask Adeline how Alan's performance has been in the past. Has he received other complaints from employees? Have people mentioned things in exit interviews and so forth about his management style? The reason why this is important is because you want to make sure that Alan is in fact showing a pattern of communication behavior here, as opposed to an isolated incident whereas someone was maybe too sensitive to a particular situation. After you determine this, if it is figured out that this is a pattern for Alan, you may think about sending Alan to some type of management training and communication training. This will show the employees that the organization is backing them up and trying to improve the situation. And in fact, if the company can afford it, it may make sense to send all of the managers to this type of management or communication training. In the short term, however, I would recommend to Adeline that she speak with Alan and she talk with Alan about the way he manages employees and talks about the way that he communicates and the amount of information he's communicating to employees. And this would probably be the first step to be taken with a longer term approach, looking at getting Alan some training to help improve his individual management and communication style. And that's how I would handle this.